Gradelink makes setting up your school year easy. The first thing you'll want to do is create your terms. These can be standard terms that you'd find in a traditional educational institution, such as trimesters, semesters, and quarters, or you can establish your own customized terms if you'd prefer. All that's needed is a term title, report title, which appears on things like report cards, and start and end dates for the term. An active term is one that is currently ongoing and updated. Inactive terms can still be accessed by staff, parents, and students depending on your settings. Once you've established your terms, you can begin creating classes. By default, the Gradelink support team will set up your terms and classes for you during the initial implementation phase. However, you're free to make changes whenever you'd like. Within Gradelink, we define a class as anything substantial that a teacher is going to be inputting student information into. So traditional subjects like math, English, science, and social studies would absolutely be considered classes. But you'll notice on the list here, we've got some other classes that you might not typically consider classes. For example, things like attendance, behavior, narrative comments, before and after care, work habits, and even sports are entered as classes within Gradelink. They track different things, not necessarily grades, but we consider them to be classes all the same. We can record what type of class something is, as well as the details associated with it, on the left-hand side of the screen. Most of these are straightforward, such as class or report title, course codes, the teacher or teachers in charge of the class, and the order that the class will display on reports like transcripts or report cards. You can also set the type of class, whether it be a standard graded option, or other things like school attendance, lunch, sport, and so on. Gradelink supports nearly any grade scale, so whether you're doing the traditional ABCDF model or a mastery scale such as standards-based, or if you wanted to even do a behavioral scale, like the OGSNI scale or the MXT scale, you can customize these options. The system automatically calculates GPA for you, and we can even set up an honors grade scale that boosts GPA for certain classes. Subgrades can be used in a variety of ways to further customize your classes. Subgrades can be used in objective-based learning as a replacement for traditional grading, allowing you to update how well a student is doing in particular goals rather than creating assignments. A good example is work habits, which is a class built exclusively out of subgrades, allowing teachers to update how well students are following instructions or respecting others. Alternatively, you can use subgrades as actual components of a class, such as subgrades in a language arts class to communicate how well students performed in skills like reading comprehension, writing, spelling, and so on. Graduation requirements are tracked and displayed on the transcript to convey how many units a student is still required to complete in order to graduate. The titles and totals of these requirements can be adjusted by the staff at any time.